Something quiet, but incredibly powerful, is happening behind palace walls, and almost no one is paying attention. A story that doesn't begin with scandal or headlines, but with a 90-year-old man. A man carrying nearly a century of royal history, and possibly holding one of the most important decisions the monarchy will face this decade. Because right now, deep inside the House of Windsor, a question is forming, one that could reshape the future of royal legacy itself. Who will inherit one of the most historically significant private jewel collections in the British monarchy? And the answer might not be who anyone expected. To understand why this matters, you first need to understand the man at the center of it all, Prince Edward, Duke of Kent. He isn't just another royal name. He is history still alive. Born in 1935, grandson of King George V, cousin to Queen Elizabeth II, he has held the title Duke of Kent for over 82 years, longer than anyone in British history. But in 2025, everything changed. He lost his wife, his health declined, and for the first time, the world began to see him not as a fixture of the monarchy, but as a man nearing the final chapter of an extraordinary life. When he appeared at the National Service of Remembrance, supported gently, walking slowly, it wasn't just a public appearance. It felt like a moment of transition, because behind that moment lies something far bigger. A jewel collection. Not just beautiful pieces, but living history, passed through generations of royal women. It all began nearly 200 years ago with Princess Augusta, Duchess of Cambridge, and a breathtaking sapphire set, a tiara, necklace, earrings, bracelets, a complete royal masterpiece. That collection moved through time into the hands of Queen Mary, then gifted to Princess Marina of Greece and Denmark, and eventually to the Duke of Kent himself. But here's where the story takes a turn. Financial pressure forced parts of that historic collection to be sold, including major pieces like the tiara. A loss. A quiet one, but significant. Yet what remains is still priceless. Pieces that carry over a century of royal memory, waiting for one final decision. And that decision centers around two very different women. On one side, Queen Camilla. She is already queen, already established, already surrounded by the full weight of royal jewels and authority. Her role is defined, her collection complete. But on the other side is someone still rising. Catherine, Princess of Wales, the future queen. And here's where things get interesting, because Catherine doesn't just wear royal jewels, she transforms them. Every appearance, every choice tells a story. When she wears a historic piece, it doesn't feel old. It feels alive again. From the iconic lover's knot tiara to the Bahrain pearl earrings, each moment builds something bigger. A narrative of continuity, of evolution, of the monarchy adapting without losing itself. But the real twist in this story? It's not protocol. It's not rank. It's relationship. Because in 2020, something unexpected happened. Catherine and the Duke of Kent became co-presidents of the Scout Association. Not symbolic. Not distant. A real working partnership. Two generations connected by duty, service, and shared values. And in royal circles, that matters a lot. Because inheritance in this world isn't just about bloodlines. It's about trust, respect, and who will carry the story forward the right way. And when you look at Catherine today, the picture becomes impossible to ignore. A woman who returned from cancer treatment with strength, who re-entered public life with purpose, who is quietly being shaped into the future of the monarchy. Some insiders have even called her the jewel in the crown. And when you hear that, it stops feeling like a metaphor. Because suddenly, this isn't just about jewels anymore. It's about legacy. About ensuring these historic pieces don't disappear into private collections, never to be seen again. Because here's the reality most people don't realize. These jewels are privately owned. The Duke can leave them to anyone, including his children who are not working royals. And if that happens, they could vanish from public royal life forever. No state banquets.
No coronations.
No history. Just silence. So the real question becomes, not who deserves them, but who will keep them alive, who will wear them on the world stage, and turn them into something more than artifacts. And right now, every sign, every connection, every quiet signal points in one direction, toward the woman who isn't queen yet, but is already shaping the future like she is. And maybe that's the real story here. Not a transfer of jewels, but the passing of something far more powerful: responsibility, legacy. and the future image of the monarchy itself. Asterisk, asterisk. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think these historic jewels should go to Catherine or stay within the Kent family? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single comment. And if you want more stories like this, the ones unfolding quietly behind the headlines, make sure you subscribe, because the next chapter of the story might already be in motion.